Sing once again with me, our strength.
Oh, shut up.
What's up, guys? Nate here.
And Jack.
And welcome back to Brick Tech. I have a very different review for you today.
Different how?
Well, today we're doing another wearable Lego mock. Today's a mock. It's not a set, as you can see here. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this mask.
I thought you had an accident.
Nope. I recently watched the movie The Phantom of the Opera starring Gerard Butler and Emmy Rossum.
He has not stopped singing.
You guys know me, when I watch a movie or show, I usually build something from that movie or show. Well, I've been looking at my analytics, and most of my views between Instagram and YouTube for mocks is stuff that you can wear. Like my Lego Omnitrix, my Lego Ultimatrix, both from Ben 10, my Lego Wolverine claws. So I decided to kind of run with that. So this is the Phantom of the Opera's mask if you've never seen the movie. I made a Lego Phantom of the Opera mask that is actually molded to my face. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Well, compared to me, I guess.
Yeah, you got motors and everything.
Vroom vroom.
The movie's mask that Gerard Butler wears is basically like a giant oval shape that has a little bit of curvature over the mouth like this one does. But I based this one off of the play version, which is the same one this is based off of. Precisely the Michael Crawford version, the original Michael Crawford mask that he wore on Broadway to portray the character. The best part is I don't have to hold it up to my face. It can actually hook onto my face. So I'll show you that.
Oops. I take it that thing's not glued together.
If you're wondering why I have an actual Phantom mask, there's going to be a comparison between this one and the Lego one later in the video, like a close-up comparison. I got this one because there are no good pictures of the mask without someone wearing it. So I wanted to have a proper comparison, so I ordered this one.
Excuse me. That thing looks like something you'd see in Batman.
That?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, now I'm gonna put the Lego one on. Are you drunk?
I thought the room was tilted.
So basically, how it hooks onto my face, there's ball joints in the nose.
There's what joints?
Ball joints in the nose, and you kind of loosen up the nose like this, like so. And then there's this hook. I put this around my ear, hook it, put it up against my foot. Not like that. There we go. There we go. Now, just squeeze it. I just squeeze it to my nose. There we go.
Ah!
Wearable. And as you can see, my mouth is still able to move without the mask moving too much because there's a brick underneath that I'll show you later that keeps it off my mouth. Because it's supporting itself on my cheekbone. But I mean, look, I can move. Nothing.
I have bones, but no cheeks.
Oh, you got cheekbone. You are so cute.
Oh God.
Well, I'll get into the comparison later, but for now, here's a 360 view. As you can see here, there's some really, really good shaping on the mask. As I mentioned before, I molded this to my own face as I built it using ball joints, and it turned out really, 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 really well, as you can see. The hardest part was probably the nose, but I used one of the Marvel mech thigh pieces, like one of the hip pieces with the triple ball joint attachments, as you can see right there. I used one of those for the nose base, and it turned out really, really well. Here's the back side of the mask. In total, I believe I used 14 ball joints and one regular hinge joint right there. Lots and lots of ball joints. Here's the piece right here that I mentioned rests on my cheekbone to keep it off my mouth so the mask doesn't move with my mouth. And surprisingly, it's really, really sturdy, except for that one part. I'm working on that part still. But the rest of it is very, very sturdy. It's not flimsy at all, except for that one part. And as you can see here, I was going to blend this in and lower it down to match this part, but looking at it, I noticed that it kind of makes a brow line, like a really, really defined brow line, so I left it. This upper part of the mask flows with what would be the hairline of the wig that the Phantom wears in the play, and I modeled it after the same, like, again, I modeled it to have the same shape as Michael Crawford's mask in the Broadway musical. There was a really, really, really bad gap right here where this part, like, flips over from the main part. So up here I used this single ball joint with a plate on it, or a tile rather, a 1x6 tile, folded down in there, and down here I used 6 of these bracket pieces to kind of fill in that gap. It doesn't look too good from that angle on the bottom, but from the front it looks perfect. Here you can see how I blended the nose into the rest of the mask, and here it is back here. I used a cheese slope, and I may need to replace one of these pieces because there's not too much clutch power going on right there, but that's a future fix. Now for the part you've all been waiting for, the side-by-side. It looks pretty good, don't you think? Of course, the official one has a strap to wrap around your head, and mine doesn't. Again, while I'm at this, I'll put the bracket that goes around the ear back on. There you go, that's how that positions. And here's a better look at that bracket. It all works really, really well. So how do you think I did?
Well, from what it is, it looks pretty good. It seems to be functional.
Yeah, thanks. Again, I You good?
Yeah, I had a fly in my mouth.
Again, I would have built this in white if I had enough pieces, but I do not have many pieces in white at all for like curved pieces like I needed for this and wing pieces and stuff. So I just built it in light gray because those are the pieces that I had, as I mentioned before. And I think it turned out really well. I used all my ball joints. I'm not going to be able to build anything.
What?
What are you shaking your head for?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was singing in my head.
Hey.
You just couldn't tell it because I can't raise my arms.
He's wanting an upgrade again. Comment down below what you guys think of this. I really like it. It's definitely going to be something that stays on my shelf. And I'm just proud of the fact that I was able to make it stay on my face without like holding it, or without like a strap being glued on or something. There's no glue, there's nothing other than Lego. It's 100% Lego, yet it still works. That's going to be all for today's video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below.
And we'll see you next time.